Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to your daily Wallops weather briefing for Tuesday, September 3rd. Seeing some mostly sunny skies out there right now. We did see a little bit of rain and some thunderstorms in the pre-dawn hours, dropping a little over half an inch of rain here at Wallops. Still be seeing mainly dry conditions throughout today. Only a slight chance of an isolated shower or perhaps an isolated thunderstorm popping up this afternoon, and then remaining dry tomorrow before we start to see the impacts of Hurricane Dorian late Thursday into Friday. Taking a quick look at our current surface analysis here, we are seeing just some weak high pressure over the area. We had that weak front move across the area last night and then kind of fizzled out. We are going to be seeing some this high pressure as we go the rest of today, allowing for slight chance of an isolated pop-up thunderstorm as we do have quite humid conditions, lots of low-level moisture around the area. As we go into tomorrow, we are going to be remaining dry throughout the day, but it is going to be very warm and humid as we've got some little bit of subsidence ahead of Hurricane Dorian as it starts to move north closer to the mid-Atlantic. There we have Hurricane Dorian there just north of Grand Bahama Island this morning. It has been pretty much sitting right on top of that island over the past 24 hours or so, causing just major damage across that entire region. It has finally started to make a northward trek this morning, and that will slowly speed up as we go throughout the next few days, and then it will be reaching the mid-Atlantic as we go into Thursday, and then impacting Wallops Thursday night into Friday, which we will be discussing here at the near the end of this briefing. Taking a quick look at our upper level winds this morning, we were seeing winds fairly variable at the surface from the north or northeast, and then around 5 to 10 knots up to about 3,000 feet. Then we see those winds shift more west-northwesterly from 10 to 15 knots from the 6 to 12,000 foot levels, and then running northwesterly at 22 knots at 16,000 feet, increasing to 55 knots at 25,000 feet. Seeing above freezing level this morning, just above 14,000 feet. Take a quick look at our satellite across the mid-Atlantic. We did have, just like I said, that very weak front that moved across the area, bringing us some scattered showers and thunderstorms earlier this morning. You can kind of see the remnant of it with some additional clouds developing, but otherwise going to be remaining dry throughout today. We are going to be seeing that slight chance of an isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm this afternoon with a little bit of a sea breeze as we get toward the early afternoon hours. Otherwise remaining partly cloudy to mostly sunny throughout the day today. So taking a look at our forecast for today, going to be seeing that high get into the low 80s near 83 this afternoon. Winds are going to shift more northeasterly towards the late morning hours at 7 to 12 knots, then easterly at 8 to 13 knots this afternoon, becoming southeasterly this evening around 3 to 8 knots. As we go into tomorrow, winds are going to shift more southerly than southwesterly, becoming southwesterly at 3 to 8 knots by mid-morning Wednesday, with a muggy low tomorrow morning expected of around 71 degrees. Taking a look at a terminal forecast, going to just be seeing mostly sunny skies today, just a few clouds near 2,000 feet and a few at 4,000 feet. We will be seeing those lower level clouds perhaps becoming scattered or broken in any shower activity. Then as we go into tonight, going to just be seeing a few lower level clouds between 1,000 and 2,000 feet before midnight. After midnight, seeing some patchy lower level clouds developing around 500 feet, and they are going to be possibly broken at times, running around a 20% chance of seeing some ceilings at or below 500 feet as we go into the pre-dawn hours of Wednesday. So let's talk briefly about our 7-day forecast before going into more about Hurricane Dorian. For today, going to be just seeing that very slight chance of an isolated pop-up shower or storm with a high of 83 degrees. Tomorrow is going to be dry, but very warm and humid, running around 87 degrees under partly cloudy skies with a muggy low tomorrow. Thursday low is going to continue to be muggy low, only getting down into the mid-70s with very humid conditions as that storm approaches the area. It is going to be cloudy with some abundant upper-level cirrus streaming off of Dorian, impacting the region Thursday. It does look like we will be seeing dry conditions for at least the first half of the day Thursday, at least if not into the afternoon. And then as we get into the evening and into Thursday night, we'll see those rain chances quickly increase as Dorian begins to impact the area. Now, it is expected to remain well east of the region, possibly making landfall around Cape Hatteras and then moving off northeast away from Wallops from there. And we are going to be seeing, though, some tropical storm conditions on Friday as we get those outer rain bands impacting the Delmarva coast, especially along the immediate coast. So it's looking like about 100% chance of seeing rain on Friday, maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain possible. Also seeing tropical storm wind gusts around 45 to 50 miles per hour, especially along the immediate coastline. And we'll see a pretty good gradient of rain and wind as we go more north and west of the region throughout the day on Friday. Those conditions will persist throughout pretty much the entire day on Friday. Then as we get into Friday night into Saturday, things are expected to clear out pretty quickly as high pressure moves into the area. So as bad as things are going to be on Friday, Saturday is actually looking like a pretty beautiful day out there as some drier air gets moved into the region. That'll help to give us some mostly sunny skies, high only getting up to 79 degrees. On Sunday, things are going to warm up a bit, seeing those temperatures into the lower to mid 80s. With increased humidity, we're going to be getting a backdoor cold front starting to drop down to the area late Sunday and into Monday, and that's going to give us a chance of some isolated to scattered showers and storms. Still a little bit of a question on where that backdoor cold front will settle in late Sunday into Monday. If it stays just north of the Wallops region, that'll give us some higher chances of some warmer temps and some higher chances of thunderstorms as well. However, if it settles south of us on Monday, we'll be getting a little bit cooler temps with much less precipitation chances. So we'll keep you updated on that. Now let's talk some more about Hurricane Dorian. Currently, it is just north of the Grand Bahama Island. It has been sitting down there for the past 24 to 36 hours. Creating a lot of havoc on these islands down here. It has started to finally move north, and it will slowly creep north throughout the day and then begin to increase speed as we go over the next couple of days as it moves north, then northeast. It is currently still a Category 3 hurricane down there just north of the Bahamas. Taking a look at our the current storm track provided by the National Hurricane Center. As we go into the next couple of days, it will be off the South Carolina coast by Thursday midday, and then moving up to start to impact the Outer Banks as it go into Thursday night into Friday, and then Friday morning it is looking very possible that it will be making landfall along the Outer Banks there. Still possible it could skirt just to the east of the Outer Banks, but regardless of that, it's still going to be some hurricane force winds down across the Outer Banks as we go into Friday, even if it doesn't make landfall down there. Turning on the full forecast here, after it goes on to the Outer Banks, it is going to continue to move northeasterly, and the Delmarva Atlantic coast is just on the border of the cone of uncertainty here. So looking very unlikely that we're going to get a landfall from this thing as we go into Friday, but still going to be seeing some tropical storm conditions along the coast as we get to some of those outer rain bands, and could be slightly enhanced as well as we have that high pressure building in from the west. That could help to enhance pressure gradient a bit, giving us some tropical storm force winds pretty much across the entire Delmarva. The track of the storm, I think, is going to have the biggest impact on how much rainfall we get. If we get a little bit more of a western track on that storm, that'll increase our rainfall versus that track going a little more to the east, which would give us a little less rainfall. Right now, thinking about 1 to 2 inches of rain on Friday from the storm, with wind gusts to 45 to 50 miles per hour, especially with the highest wind gusts expected along the immediate coast, like near the island and across Ocean City area. Taking another look at some forecasts here. These are a compilation of different forecast tracks. All these tracks are in pretty good agreement now. As you see, there's really none that directly impact Wallops, remaining well east of the area. Here's some ensemble members, with the bulk of the members all pretty much matching those forecast tracks from the various models. So it does look like we do have a pretty confident forecast now that this will remain well to the east of the area, just skirting us with some rain and tropical storm wind gusts. So let's take a look at our GFS just to give us an idea of what these winds will look like. This is running Thursday afternoon. We will start to see those Higher winds begin to increase near sunset Thursday, so looking at probably wind advisory by then. And then as we go into Thursday night, still seeing winds not too bad, only running around 20 to 30 miles per hour throughout Thursday night. And then Friday morning, that's when things will start to ramp up, seeing those sustained winds likely 30 to 35 miles per hour, and we'll be seeing those gusts 45 to 50 miles per hour pretty much throughout the entire day Friday. As we go into Friday evening, winds will shift from northeasterly to northwesterly as that storm starts to move away from the coastline, and we'll also see those winds really drop off then too. And then by sunset Friday, those winds should be starting to weaken pretty quickly, possibly even seeing that wind advisory lifted not too long after sunset on Friday. And then Friday night, things will start to clear out. We'll get some dry weather moving in. Those winds will really lighten up, and seeing really a beautiful day as we go into our Saturday. So that'll do it for our daily weather briefing. We will be issuing a special forecast product for Hurricane Dorian in the next 30 minutes, so be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m. and at 10 a.m. Have a great day.